Update WIBTA for reporting a nurse for breaking HIPAA. Link to original. https www.reddit.com/r/AmITheAsshole/comments/GW5SKW/WIBTA reported a nurse for breaking HIPAA/ UTM source equals share in UTM medium equals IOSAP in UTM name equals IOSSMF. First of all, thank you to everyone who commented on my original post. I really did not expect it to gain that much traction, but I am very grateful for the advice. I will break this post up into two parts: my diagnosis and the decision I made on reporting her. Diagnosis. So, as many as you guessed, I had an ovarian cyst, 2 grapefruit-sized ovarian cysts. In fact, my real doctor ordered same-day blood work, stool, urine test, and a CT scan with contrast. That night, he called me and told me I had the cysts and had to get surgery ASAP. The next week, I had laparoscopic surgery to remove the cysts. It was supposed to be a very quick surgery with only 3 incisions. But my surgeon discovered the cysts had ruptured and caused internal bleeding. And the surgery ended up being hours long, and I ended up with 8 incisions. After I woke up, she said that had I not gotten surgery, I would have either lost a huge amount of blood or lost my ovaries. They started to torsion. I also got anemia from the blood I lost. Recovery was tough and painful. But I have 0 pain now and am on birth control to hopefully never experience it again. Decision. I reported her. I was torn on whether I should report her to just the practice or to the actual organizations. But I decided to give the practice a chance and only report her to them first. I wrote a 4-page letter detailing both phone calls and my eventual diagnosis and sent it to the office manager of the practice. I told them that because I was a long-time patient, I would give them the chance to resolve it internally. But if the results weren't satisfactory, I wouldn't hesitate to report her to the appropriate authorities. They emailed me back immediately and said they would forward it to the doctors of the practice. Well, I finally got a letter back today. They said that they took my concerns very seriously and that they are taking further action. They also said they reported the incident themselves, even if the resolution wasn't as exciting as many of you had hoped for. I am very glad this is all over. It was a very difficult summer dealing with not only the surgery, the nurse, but also other personal tragedies. I am currently starting my freshman year of college, and I am so glad I don't have to deal with this anymore. Thank you again to everyone who offered advice or well wishes. It really made me feel validated in my decision to report her. Please double-check that this has been reported to the appropriate authorities. There are too many practices that will cover their ears rather than do the right thing. I'm getting old and cynical though, but this nurse was so far out of line with her behavior that she should probably never work as a nurse again. Take care, and I'm so glad you're doing so much better. That sounds like a good result so far. I'm so glad you got real medical help and that you're going to be okay. Holy cow, glad you're okay. That nurse could have cost you so much. Proud of you. You did the right thing! Exclamation mark. I would follow up. I am a former HIPAA compliance officer, now retired. You have a case to be made, and reporting it to the doctors isn't going to result in anything. Reporting it to DHHS will result in something. You can use the following link to file a complaint online. If she's done this to you, there is a near certainty she regularly violates HIPAA. https://www.hhs.gov/HIPAA/filing-a-complaints/index.html. This explains civil and criminal violations. At the bare minimum, a nurse would have a formal understanding of HIPAA guidelines. This would land her and her employer if they do not act with a third-tier violation. https www.hipaa.journal.com/what-happens-if-you-violate-HIPAA/ At the very least, file a complaint with your state's licensing board. This wasn't an accidental violation or a good faith mistake. This was a bad faith violation of your privacy and willful neglect. Edited to correct issue with phone changing HIPAA since someone had to get all straw man on it. TWI grapefruit-sized ovarian cysts. OMG, I hope you're taken care of and have the correct personal and medical support system. All the love to you. Good for you, Up. I'm so glad you're feeling better, and I hope with all my heart that you never have to go through something like this again. Wow, I completely forgot about this post. Glad you're feeling better now. It must have been awful. It's that she is facing justice. What she did was wholly inappropriate, and you can only hope she hasn't acted that way with others. I read this when you posted it, and I am so happy you updated. I am glad you got diagnosed and helped, and I am glad you reported her. Best wishes. Can you not sue? Wouldn't the circumstances and outcomes be different if she did her job correctly? The doctor's office reported their own doctor. Uncommon for Reddit. Nevertheless, this is probably the best ending to this. I am so glad you are okay. I have had the exact same surgery and condition, ruptured ovarian cysts that leaked blood in my abdomen. Your recovery may take a few weeks, but I'm very glad it went well. Please consider getting a great obgyn with PCOS experience to run some labs and consider some options so it doesn't happen again. I've had it several times. Also super proud of you for standing up for yourself and reporting what happened. So glad you got help just in time. I agree with another poster. Follow up with them about who they are reporting to and what has been done about it. What she did is extremely illegal, and I am so glad you are okay. First of all, I'm glad everything got figured out and you are okay now. Glad you are no longer in pain and recovered. Second of all, you did the right thing. That nurse was extremely out of line. Hopefully the practice did everything they said they did and something comes out of it. I'm glad they are dealing with her. I'm very glad you're now better. That so-called nurse could have killed you, or done so much damage to your body beyond what through. Congrats on college. I hope she gets the can. This is beyond illegal and unethical. I know how you feel with ovarian cysts. I wish you the best and hope that something good comes out of the report. I'm so sorry that that was your experience with that nurse. I'm a healthcare provider, and they do teach us in school to be compassionate and practice patient-centered care, which means we should always put your needs and goals first. Some people are just assholes and get into medicine for the wrong reasons and aren't compassionate or caring. Your provider should always be your number one advocate, less than 3. Also, how could she blame you for not recognizing her after a last year? That's some self-centered bullshit. I am assuming that first nurse you saw was a nurse practitioner. Good for you for reporting her. Please follow up and ensure that the appropriate professional colleges were contacted. Your case is another example of patient mismanagement by nurse practitioners. Physicians have 14x more clinical hours than NPs and take 13 standardized exams versus 2 exams by NPs. Yet NPs continue to push for independent practice. Blows my mind. Please, everyone, ask for a doctor. How are you after the surgery? I know this is beside the point of the nurse overstepping her boundaries and breaking HIPAA. But how are you recovering after this surgery? What was the surgery like? Hopefully you're doing better. Try to stay safe and healthy.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.